Hello, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., and I'm the creator of the Smart Money Manuscript. But Tim, what is the Smart Money Manuscript? The Smart Money Manuscript is your roadmap to financial freedom. Inside this powerful course designed to transform your financial future, I've meticulously condensed over 1,000 of my public YouTube videos into 40 highly efficient lessons that span just 2.5 hours. This course is strategically designed into 4 phases to help guide your learning in the most logical and effective way possible. Phase 1 lays the groundwork, covering essential financial literacy like budgeting, banking, and taxes. In phase 2, you'll move beyond the basics, learning about brokerage accounts, figuring out how much you need for your own individual retirement. You learn about how to do fundamental research on companies, and you'll also learn how to conduct technical analysis by looking at stock charts. Phase 3 empowers you to build a robust portfolio and leverage your capital using advanced techniques like options and futures, and it also teaches you the importance of backtesting your strategies. Finally, phase 4 takes a deep dive into the advanced ICT concepts, giving you a professional edge. Each lesson includes a short quiz to help solidify your understanding. By the end of this journey, you'll have the confidence and tool that you need to make intelligent investing decisions, manage your money without fear or ambiguity. So if you want to be a long-term buy and hold investor, if you want to be a swing trader, if you want to be a day trader, if you want to trade stocks, if you want to trade options, if you want to trade futures, the Smart Money Manuscript is for you for $69.99. Yes, $69.99 for all of this here. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Trying to get my screen together here. Yeah, trying to get my screen together here so I can see stuff without constantly losing everybody. Because have so many different windows open, and windows be overlapping windows, and I be losing stuff, and I'll be like, man, where did y'all go? So I'm trying to put it up in different little windows that they have available up there. Oh, let me try this one here. This one here may be good. I think that one would be good. All right, I'm trying this one here. Why is it on? Where's the, oh, there it is right there. I'm like, where's the, what's the name? Okay. All right. Yeah. There it go right there. Now I can see y'all. All right. I think we cooking with Crisco now. By Joe, I think he's got it. By Joe, I think he's got it. By Joe, I think he's got it. Why isn't this? By Joe. Okay, who's calling me? Spam. Spam love calling me. Spam love calling me. If y'all did not know, Spam likely loves calling me. Why does it keep doing that? All right. I guess that's the best I'm gonna get. The best I'm gonna get. So, good evening. If this is your first time tuning into Tim's Tidbits, wait, before I do that, how do I sound? Does my sound, let me check my sound. The sound always sound good in Zoom. I'm talking about on YouTube. How does it sound on YouTube? Do I sound clear? Am I coming through clear? Am I coming through clear? Wait a minute. My head always be getting chopped off like that. Let me see. Why did I chop it off? Was it showing something it wasn't supposed to show? Let's see. That's just making me bigger. That's just making me bigger. That's doing it wrong. I done got caught up on something, y'all. I'm sorry. It's not showing anything weird. I don't know why I had that like that. That's showing something weird. If I do that. That's showing something weird if I do that. Now, okay. I get why I got those trimmed over. That's showing something weird. That's showing something weird. All right, but the top, it's not showing anything weird. I don't know why I had that chopped off like that. And don't ask me why I just act like a dolphin when I put my head up. Get off my live. Wait a minute, the YouTube ain't hear that now. All right, so here we go, man. Good evening. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. I know I joke a lot, but believe me, this channel is not just a bunch of... we actually talk about some good stuff here. Yeah. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That's me, Big Spot, if you don't hablo Espanol. And this is another episode of the Intraday Price Action Recap. Yeah, man. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me see here. Shout out here to Learn and Share. That's up in here. Here to Learn and Share. First one dropped something in the chat and did not cheat. Dropped it. Oh, yes. Dropped it. Here to Learn and Share dropped it soon as because I think I created this at like 5:55. And Here to Learn and Share popped up at 5:56 with the hello. Here to Learn and Share sitting there chomping at the bit. Tim, where's the price action recap, Tim? Where's the price action recap, Tim? Where's the price action recap, Tim? What's going on, Kim? Shout out, y'all give it up for Prentice. Y'all give it up for Prentice. I go to church with somebody named Prentice. I don't think he spelled his name like that. Prentice. I can't really see the picture. Nah, that ain't Prentice. That person that look like they might be dark skinned, but I can't really see their picture. And Prentice light skinned. What's going on, Prentice? Y'all give it up for Prentice. This Prentice first time. This Prentice first time being here. Cause it said how long you been doing this? How long have I been doing what? Streaming? How long I've been streaming? What's going on? I said hit learn and share. Get out of the way, hit learn and share with your comments. Oh, I was actually rewatching one from this morning and taking notes. Okay, I'll give it up for hit learn and share. Pulling up with hard hitting note taking. Give it up to hit learn and share. Shout out Dreamer, man. Dreamer always coming through with the reminder, telling everybody to don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And yes, please don't forget to hit a like for the algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. I appreciate it. Share this out with tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to tap in, especially on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because on Friday, not only do we discuss price action, do a little recap, may do a little impromptu teaching, may answer some questions, all of that stuff right there. But who know what the funnest, most important thing about Friday is? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what is so fun and important about Friday? Anybody?
Giveaway.
I'm the who? You say what?
Freebie Friday.
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
Hey.
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Every Friday is Freebie Friday, baby. If you don't know what Freebie Friday is when we give away coupon codes that's good for one Apex evaluation for absolutely free to you. Good for any size Apex evaluation, but it has to be a standard account. Apex got to get their money, man. Apex can't give you the non-activation fee because they won't be getting no money out of the deal, man. But they're giving you an opportunity to dip your toe into the evaluation pool without any risk to you. So you can pick any size account that you want. It can be intraday trailing drawdown. It can be end of day trailing drawdown. But remember, once you pass it, it's going to be up to you to pay the activation fee. Apex got to get their money. That's a business. What do you expect? You want people in business to not make money? Come on, man. All right. Yep. My first time. Y'all give it up for Prentice, man. Prentice said this is his first time pulling up, right? Gang, y'all know who up in here. Y'all know the gang. Let me say something about the gang, because I don't want nobody to be sitting in the corner crying, especially that doggone Dan. I see Dan gonna be sitting over there crying in the corner if I don't say their name. We got Rhonda Green in the building, man. Give it up to Rhonda Green. We got Tasha in the building, man. Stop, Tim. We got Tasha in the building, man. Let's go, Tasha. We got Cassandra in the building. Y'all. We got Dan the man. Dan is the man with the bop. We got Dan in the building, y'all. We got Dan in the building. We got Steve in the building, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to the gang, man. All right. Now, what was you saying, Prentice? Prentice said, yeah, that's their first time. Oh, yes. How long you been streaming? How long? Gang, how long I been streaming? I started streaming Was it 2021? I started streaming in 2021, but I was doing it on Instagram. Y'all give it up for E-Rock in the building. I just seen E-Rock pop up in the building. Give it up for I started streaming in 2021, but I was doing it on Instagram, right? And I don't live stream. I don't live stream as far as like taking trades. But Tim, why don't you live stream taking trades? I don't live stream taking trades because I'm not that streamer that's trying to chase revenue on YouTube, right? I'm not that streamer that like streaming channels that live stream trades. They grow very fast. They, you know what I'm saying? They make a lot of money via revenue through affiliate links. I do have affiliate link if you want to, you know what I'm saying, buy a code. I recommend right now that you go with Apex and use code BIGSPIDER at checkout to get the best deal they got going at the time. But I also, you know what I'm saying, tell people when, hey, Apex is not the best bang for your buck right now. Because when Apex wasn't your best bang for your buck, I'll let you know. When Traderify was, I said it. When those scammers over at FFF was, I said it, right? And no, I'm not going to say scammers because they didn't scam me because I did get my payout. They're just not very truthful with their requirements for those velocity plans. They lied in their requirements. That requirements is a lie, right? So I don't support them, right? What else? Oh, I don't want people to just copy me. I want people to learn how to trade, right? I want people to learn how to trade. I don't want people to just sit down and try to copy me, because if you just sit down and try to copy me, you're not learning, right? What are you going to do if something happens to me? If the good Lord calls me to the big trading room, to the sky, what are you going to do, right? You ain't got nobody to copy no more. I want you to understand order flow and price delivery. Even if you don't trade the ICT concepts, I want you to be able to understand order flow and price delivery. All right. That's what we harp on around here. And if anybody feel like that me or anybody in the gang can't trade because we trade ICT concepts, or because I won't show you my P&L, or because I won't trade live in front of you, I just want you to know that me and the rest of the gang you feel me? Right. Oh, we got somebody else who here for the first time. GNX Trader by Lady E. GNX Trader by Lady E. Is that a GNX Trader by Lady E? Are you a female? FFF, what happened? Investor Z, OZ asked me what happened, right? FFF, I heard about them. I seen them like on a couple different people's streams. And so I said, hey, let me go try them. Let me see if this $25 velocity plan is real. Can I pay $25 and just be all in? That was true. I paid $25. I passed the evaluation after blowing a few of them because I'm going ham, just trying to pass it to see if I can get there, because their requirements for 50K is a little bit higher. You got to make I think 4,500 or 42. It's a little bit more, right? For 50K, which was kind of strange to me, but I did it, right? After blowing a few of them, I'm like crazy. I'm going ham, you know what I'm saying? And then I made it to the funded phase, didn't have to pay nothing else, right? I made the $3,000 over. I think I did it in 4 days. I made $3,000 in 4 days because you got like a consistency you got to watch out for. So I made $3,000 in 4 days. I requested a payout. And boy, when I tell you, lightning fast, the money was in my Rise account in a couple hours. it got approved in like a few minutes, and like in a couple hours, the money was actually in my Rise account. I was like, I did a whole video, right? Then when I got ready to start trading, like on that Monday, I said, no, before that Monday, it was like either Saturday or Sunday, because I was having like a one-on-one with somebody, and we was talking about it, opening the thing up, and he was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Since it says you got to get to, you got that amount of drawdown, do that mean you only got to make like $1,200 to get to 3,000? I said, that's a good question. I said, well, no, wait a minute. I supposed to have 2,250 in drawdown, because everything's supposed to reset. It's supposed to reset. I supposed to get started over from scratch, got to make a new 3,000. You know what I'm saying? So that means I should get a new drawdown. And then so I messaged them, and they was like, oh no, when you request a payout, you have to make that withdrawal back and then make 3,000. I said, no. That ain't what y'all things say. I said, my dashboard is saying, they was like, oh, the dashboard is wrong, I'll update it immediately. No, that's what they said the first time. The dashboard is wrong, I'll update that. Because the dashboard was saying I needed to make, let's say, like I had $53,084, right? Before I withdrew. Then when I withdrew the $1,250 that they let you withdraw after making 3,000, which they take 10%, so you only get $1,125, right? And then, but it was saying my next threshold was $56,084, which is $3,000 above before I withdrew anything. You see what I'm saying? And so they was like, oh, we'll reset it. So Monday come around, it wasn't reset. So I hit them up. I'm like, hey, yada, yada, yada. Now that's when they hit me with, oh, you have to make that withdrawal back and then make 3,000 before you can request. Like you got to make the withdrawal back. It ain't just, I said, no, that thing says it starts over. It said the thing starts over. So if I got to get to 56.84, that mean I got to make 4,000. I had to make like 40. It was like 42.50. I had to make 42.50 because I had to make the 3,000 plus it was saying the next payout was like 42.50 away. They was like, yes, that's how it is. I said, that ain't what you, and they sent me to the page that I was just reading. As they sending me the link to the page, I'm sending them a screenshot of the page saying, it says, requirements reset in between withdrawals. So if it reset, that means I only need to make 3,000. Because my funded futures had something like that in the past. You make 1,500, you can withdraw 750. It resets. You make another 1,500, you get new drawdown, that you make another 1,500, you can withdraw 1,000. It reset. You make another 1,500, you can take out 1,250. They had something like that back in the day. But these little scammers here, they told me I got to make that 1,250 back plus 3,000. That ain't what they site say. So soon as I got mad, I said, y'all can have this account. Went in, canceled my subscription on the one, because I had another one that was sitting there. I was gonna, try to just run it up on multiple ones. Cancel that subscription there. Said y'all can have it, and I dip, and I took the video down off my YouTube page, and I will never use them again. Never in my life.
Oh,
Never.
no.
Never.
No.
All right. I was asking somebody, were they a lady? Yes. This is my first time here, and I'm a female. Well, welcome to you. What do you trade? I'm just gonna call you Lady E, because I don't feel like remembering all that other stuff. Gen X trades by Lady E. I don't feel like remembering all that, so I'm just gonna call you Lady E. What do you trade, Lady E? Never. That's right, Prentice. Never. While we waiting on Lady E to type real slow and tell us what she trade, right? Y'all, MNQ. That's very good, Lady E. Right? MNQ. Lady E, Do you trade prop firms? Have you ever used Apex? Do you trade prop firms? Are you interested in trading prop firms? Do you have an Apex account? And if so, would you like a code to get a free Apex evaluation? I just told my homies about FF. I mean, look here. I'm gonna say it like this. There's nothing wrong with them. They didn't do anything inherently wrong. They just wasn't truthful about the requirements for the plan that I picked. I don't know about the requirements for their other plans, but for the plan that I picked, right? For the plan that y'all give it up for Lady E. Lady E says she would love a code. And guess what? We about to give her a code because today has just become
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
but on a Tuesday.
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
But on a Tuesday. Yes. Freebie Friday on a Tuesday. So before we get started, we are going to get Lady E. I ain't got my stuff set up for Freebie Friday. So y'all got to deal with me going back and forth between my phone and other places. Right? Let me see what I got here. We're gonna give away Lady E. You getting the code, and then I'll see how many more I'm gonna give away. So Lady E, can you please, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Let me get me a sheet. I'm put me a sheet together. And because this Lady E first time here, y'all know I like to bless somebody and when it's their first time here. And I love when female traders do their thing. I don't know why. I just love when female traders do their thing. I don't know why. It just makes my heart so full of joy to see. I don't even know if she do a thing. I don't know. I just know she's a female trader. But I just love when female traders do their thing. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Right? And so that's why I said, hey, let's bless Lady E with a code. I can't walk chew gum at the same time, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me figure this out and then I'll start talking again. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Matter of fact, while y'all talking amongst yourselves, let me go let y'all listen to one of my little cussing sons songs. y'all listen to my little one of my little cussing son, one of my son's with his little cussing self. Hey, look at that. I just typed my son in Google, and Google know my son. It say Il Jodam is an independent musical artist known for producing experimental rap, hip hop, and plug music. Then he got all his profile stuff. He know who what at? Y'all hold on. I gotta show my son this. Hold on. Y'all hold on for a second. Oh, I'm supposed to be playing the music. Hold on. I don't have Spotify, so I can't play. It ain't gonna hold on. Can I play it if I don't have Spotify? That's him right there. That's my son. Can I play it? That's his album, Don't Sleep. Will it play? Nope. All right. It won't let me play it because I ain't got Spotify. I got Apple Music. Can I open Apple Music on the phone? I mean on the computer. Y'all like, Tim, you all over the place. You all over the place. You supposed to be doing the giveaway. Yes, I do. I am supposed to be doing the giveaway. I'm not signed in. I'm not signed in on my computer.
I can't even tell you why is it so cruel. You gotta
That's just a preview.
Treat you like a fool. I won't even bluff. I see so much hate even new.
That's just a
open
preview.
up. I treat my bitch like a pole. I can do so much. Why should I listen to a rule?
Can I sign it with my phone?
They see me study and say you wrong. Tell my girl cause I get yeah, I'm tryna make a draw. I just call it job because I'm tryna smack that mule. Oh yeah. Tell the smacking.
Get out of here. I'm getting mad now, y'all. Y'all know how I get. I just want to be able to place, like when I get on my phone, I just want to be able to just, on my computer, why can't I just play it like I play it from my phone? Why can't I just play it like I play it from my phone? Why does it have to, like, put me through all this? All right, Il Jodem. All right, here. Y'all just listen to one of his songs that I couldn't play. That's Fang. I played Fangs before. Play this right here. There you go. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Hopefully y'all can hear that.
Moving tactical, I'll be the poser. I'm so radical, they say I'm chosen. Y'all had a ball like my knees bowing. I almost not know his old going. Paul, but I'm not Logan. At the country, live for dead.
I don't know what I just did.
In Japan, I feel like Shogun. In Japan, I feel like Logan. On the grandmas be reposting. Also the grand, yeah, I be boasting. Then the sun, yeah, I be toasting. Walk out of town for 5, I'm toting. Don't run down till he start blowing. Walk go down till she start blowing. Or walk down, I'll own my clothing. Just like her, yeah, I got those. Talk to the chat. Just got flowing. Niggas ready, yeah, they go tell.
I was in here talking to the chat, and I was about to, I'm trying to put some stuff together, right? And I said, hey, while I'm doing this right here, y'all listen to my son's music. And then when I win, because I'm on my computer, I can't get that together. And I typed in your name, Il Jodem. Googled you, baby. They know him in these streets. Il Jodem is an independent musical artist known for producing experimental rap, hip hop, and plug music. And it got all your links right there. Il Jodem album link, all your links there. They know him out here in these Google streets. They know him in these Google streets. Oh, say what? Oh, Don't Sleep. Oh yeah, it got notable releases. Don't Sleep 2026 full length 18-song project featuring tracks like JoJo Da Vinci on the face. She put on the face. JoJo Da Vinci. Fame. Yeah. My son said y'all go tap in. If y'all listen to por favor. If y'all like stuff like that right now, tap in. JoJo Da Vinci.
Beer shorties, fam.
JoJo Da Vinci. Now, what was I doing? Where's YouTube go? YouTube, where did I hang up on YouTube? I think I closed YouTube. I think I closed YouTube. No, I didn't. There y'all go right there. My son say, tap in, please. If y'all, he cut his hair. Yeah, he cut his hair. He cut his dreads off like after he graduated. When he graduated high school, he said when he graduated he was gonna he said he was gonna cut his dreads off, and he cut it off when he graduated high school. So he don't have his dreads no. He got like a small afro. Did he have his dreads? Yeah, he had his. Did he have his dreads and fangs? I don't know if he had his dreads and fangs. Let me see if he had his dreads and fangs. He didn't have his. Let me see. I don't think he had his dreads and fangs. I don't think he had his dreads and fangs. Why didn't it just go to YouTube? Why didn't it just go to YouTube? Yeah, no, he didn't have his dreads and fangs. That's what he looked like now. That's what he looked like now. He cut his fangs off. That's his sweetie right there. He cut his dreads off. That's what he looked like now.
Too fast, don't make me run my aim. Shot you way too bad, pull up.
Oh, I ain't sharing the screen. That's what he looked like.
Okay, I show my things.
That's what he looked like now. He cut his hair off. And
I've been
then,
ballin' till they catch it, keep
alright,
it change.
where's,
I was just bumming all day, little nigga, I had some mange. I get what I want, I get my all, that feeling strange. I'm living reckless, ho, I pull up, flip the range. Watch him out, turn the spider to a range. I been hot on Linda, see, wait till a Grange. I get a green, they think I'm living in a Grange. Yo, chase my dreams since I was born, no, I can't change. I think I know they try to put me in a cage.
that's his sweetie right there.
Real niggas sleep, I feel the pain. Every day I feel the pain and I can't leave. Shawty when she give it brain, no she can't think. Pull up, yeah, I try to bang, let me get a squeeze. Wait, pockets, yeah, they feel like
He got a song on there when he be talking some. My mama just called to say, boy, stop all that cussing.
Check my arm, I get a pain, let my wrist sink. Blue nose in the green, let your turn the brings. From the D into the A, where I move like these. They ain't never seen the swag, niggas turn to thieves. I just run out the crowd, I go bungee. I'm getting all the mouth, handles scrunchy. Niggas they talking about, we go punchy. Baby, I'm from the south, don't act funny. I get it acting out, cause it run deep. Battle slim me out, she go bunny. Yeah, she keep me down like focus on me.
I don't know if that's a shot at me or paying homage to me. Cause he said I get the acting out because it run deep. You know, they be saying that I'm crazy, and they be like, and they all be telling their friend, they like, look, my dad from Florida. I don't know what he gonna say. I don't know how he gonna act. I don't know if that whole I get the acting out cause it run deep is paying homage to me or taking a shot at me. If y'all don't know what I'm doing, I'm copying the link. All right. All right, so yeah, y'all tap in with Ill Jordan. I just put the Google sheet in the chat on YouTube, pinned it to the top of the chat. I just put the Google sheet in. Oh, there it is. I just put it in the chat for the gang, right? When you put that in, as soon as Lady E put her information in there, I'm gonna send her that code, and then we're gonna get into the price action recap. We're gonna get into the price action recap and what's the name? Let me see. I was trying to get my all right. Okay, so all right. This I'm putting the links, right? I'll go support my son's stuff. Right? That right there. That's a Spotify link. Whatever y'all got, copy. This right here is a Apple Music link. I do not know what Deezer is. I don't know what that is. And then is that sound? It says SoundCloud, whatever y'all on. Right? Whatever y'all on. SoundCloud. Yeah. All them his links right there. I don't feel like doing no more links. All right. Get out the way, Ill Jordan. Move now. Back to what we was. Oh, I can't do it without this. All right. Okay. Got you. Let me put this. See, I have to see when I'm on my MacBook, I could just drop stuff over. But when I'm on my PC, I got to actually upload stuff to this and upload. It take more time. Like I got to do all this before I even start the stream. And then I be getting all, you know what I'm saying, throwed off because my ADD go to acting up. And next thing you know, I'm playing Il Jordan music. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I'm playing Il Jordan music instead of uh all right. Okay. I get it acting up your punchy. All right. And then got that. Now open up my email. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ain't nothing on that there, is it? Wait a minute. Okay, you saved a new version. No. That ain't what I did. I just, yes, I did. How do I undo that? This version right here. No, that ain't the. Oh my God. Now I done went. How can I undo? Yes, I undo. See that's why I never. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to save this thing to my computer, and I went in and I deleted the codes off of my phone. I deleted the codes off of my phone, and when I went into my when I went into my Dropbox, it was saying that it wasn't there. And now, but I got it back now. I'm sorry, y'all. I got it back now. I got it back now. I know people, the ones that it's their first time being here, they're like, what is going on with this guy? This guy is so unorganized. Boom. Now it's there. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen right there. I'm glad Notepad has undo because I was almost in a bad way. I was almost in a bad way. Now let me copy Lady G's email. Did Price do anything today that caught anybody off guard? Did Price do anything today that caught anybody off guard? If so, tell me. Drop in the chat. Let me know. What did Price do today to catch you off guard? What did Price do today to catch you off guard? Lady G, you have been sent your free code for Apex. Right, before we get into the price, since this is Lady G's and a couple people's first time being here, I want to go over this and make things clear. I want to make things absolutely positively clear. All right. 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 The codes that I'm giving away is good for any size standard account with Apex. It has to be a standard account. It can be end of day trailing drawdown. It can be intraday trailing drawdown. It can be 25K. It can be 50K. It can be 100K. It can be 150K. Whatever size you want. But since it's a standard account, just know if you pass it within the 30-day window, right? You will be responsible for the activation fee. So if you go with a 50K intraday standard account, you will be responsible for that $79. That's how Apex makes their money. They can't just give you a free account and not getting nothing out of the deal, right? If you get 100K, you see the sizes are different. End of day trailing drawdown makes the fee go up. 100K is 139. 50K, I always click on the 50K because that's what I lean toward now. The 50K is the most reasonable target, right? You get 2,000 in drawdown and you only have to make 3,000 to pass it, right? That's less than 2 to 1, right? That's less than 2 to 1. 2,000 drawdown, and that's the best the easiest to obtain, if you will, in my opinion. All right. Right now, the best deal that Apex has going on right now at this time is the 100K. It's 100K, no activation fee, intraday trailing drawdown. You can get a 100K account for only $59 all in. That's the best deal on the streets right now, right? As far as I know. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. And you can bundle, right? So you can get 500K accounts right now for $295. That sale is going on until, I think, was it the 29th? What I told y'all last week, right? It's going on until like the 29th, I think. I can't remember. Don't wait a minute. It's up here at the top right now. Until tomorrow at it ends tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? So that's the best deal on the streets right now, right? And please, if you go by, use code BIGSPIDER at checkout, right? I appreciate that. That's the best bang for your buck right now. If you're looking, how can I get in and get the best bang for my buck? The 100K, no activation fee, intraday trailing drawdown is the best bang for your buck right now. All right. But that's what you get. Standard, any size, standard intraday trailing drawdown or end of day trailing drawdown with the code that I just sent you, right? As a part of
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
But on a Tuesday.
Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday.
But on a Tuesday. You feel me? Y'all pull up your chairs and let's get into this price action. All right? Did price do anything today? Okay, yes. Somebody said yes. Somebody said yes. Yes, he's on YouTube. He got a YouTube channel too. Il Jodem. Let me put Il Jodem over there. He used to be like doing like little skits and vlogs and all kind of stuff, but he's on YouTube also. I don't know what all he do on YouTube, but let me see his YouTube channel. Il Jodem YouTube. Il Jodem YouTube. Okay. Il Jodem. All right. How do I share this page? I'll just copy that. All right, yeah, illjodem23, youtube.com/illjodem23. I'll paste this here. All right, that's his YouTube channel right there, illjodem.com/ I don't know why he got a little merry-go-round horse. That's his logo. My son is very strange. All right, that's what I was saying. He like be having, like, he's be doing like vlogs and stuff. He be just like when we went to New York. Right back there, that's his video Fangs. That's his video No Comp. That's when I was teaching him how to change oil back in the day. You know, he be doing like different. That's when him and his girlfriend was trying to teach him how to do makeup. All right, so, but that's his YouTube page right there. I'm a proud papa, as you can tell. If you can't tell, now you can. Hey, Lady E, don't be thanking me. I'm not gonna be emailing you, so don't be emailing me. Emailing me back, talking some thank you. You worse than Deborah. Deborah, tell her don't be emailing Tim back talking about thank you, cause he gonna fuss at you on the live stream. I'm not going to be emailing you. Oh, please buy this, please buy that. So don't be. See, that's why I be using my email that I don't use, because I don't want my phone going out. I don't want that. Out of here. Yes, after 10 a.m. NQ came into a 15-minute busy with bearish SMT, but didn't see it tag a weekly busy, and so should have stayed in a long rather than taking profit and switching short. Done Ranger. My reading don't be reading, so I'm trying. Let me look at the chart while I read your question. Cause my reading don't be reading, and my understanding don't be understanding. Thank you, Lord, for your understanding, because my ways ain't your ways, and your ways ain't my ways, and my understanding ain't your understanding. Cause boy, look at here. If it was, I'd be in trouble. 10 a.m. Right? Okay. Not M15, not good enough. We about to see M15 is good enough, but you got to understand. Gang, before you worry about what the PDA should do, what should you be understand thoroughly? Somebody tell me. What should you understand thoroughly before you start worrying about what the PDA should do? Time and yes, time, that's important, but what should you understand? What should you have a clear understanding of?
Order flow.
You want to have a clear understanding of order flow. That's 10 p.m. You said after 10. You want to have a clear understanding of order flow. That's 10 a.m. I'm just putting that line there so I can figure out where we're going. All right. So you said after 10 a.m., NQ came into a 15-minute busy with bearish SMT. We don't care. We ain't worry about SMT, especially on the 15-minute. You only want to worry about SMT. You want to put more focus on SMT when it's at a higher time frame anticipatory reactionary point. And if you don't know what an anticipatory reactionary point is, it is a higher time frame PD array where you anticipate price to be resisted or supported based off the current order flow. All right, that's your anticipatory reactionary point. You're anticipating price to react at this PD array because of the bullish or bearish order flow that we are in. So when you see SMT at a higher time frame anticipatory reactionary point, that's when you say, okay, I see SMT, I'm bearish and I'm seeing bearish SMT, or I'm bullish and I'm seeing bullish SMT. All right, then you You don't just go based off of SMT, but the SMT helps you. It's another cog in the wheel, if you will. All right. So you're saying that it came up into a M15. So which BISI did it come up into? So after 10, you said it came up into a 15-minute. What time is the BISI? At 4:15 a.m.? Because I got 10 o'clock. After 10, when I move up, I see a BISI at 7:45. I see a BISI at 4:15. What's the time of the BISI? SIBI, not BISI. Okay, you talk about the SIBI at 9:30. The 9:30 SIBI. Are you talking about the 9:30 SIBI? Yes. Okay. So Don Ranger is talking about the 9:30 SIBI, right? I'm glad Don Ranger asked this question, right? Let me ask you a question, Don Ranger. What higher time frame PDA rate? This is 9:30 right here, right? Let's put a line on 9:30. 9:30. That's our 9:30 open right there. Right? That's our 9:30 open right there. Okay. Right? Because Don Ranger wants to, I'm just gonna say Don, cause I don't think I'm saying that right. Ragnar. I wasn't saying that right. I've been saying Don Ranger. Don Ragnar. I'm just gonna say Don. Don, and then Don ain't even correct me. Don ain't even say, Tim, that don't say Don Ranger. Stop calling me Don Ranger. It says Don Ragnar. Y'all do that to me all the time. I was calling Deborah something totally different for her last name. I was calling Yolanda Shonister, and it ain't say nothing like no Shonister. Y'all just be letting me sit out here look stupid. Y'all get that right there just for letting me look crazy, right? So, right? And it sounded like light-skinned Deborah giggling. Was that you, light-skinned Deborah giggling? You ain't got to giggle.
because you
gotta
cowed us.
You ain't got to giggle. You get, that's for giggling. So, done. What higher time frame PD array? This is our 9:30 open, right? This is our 9:30 open right here. What higher time frame PD array did you have marked out below price at the 9:30 open? Did you have any higher time frame PD arrays marked out below price at the 9:30 open? Yes or no? Because it said but didn't see it tag a weekly BISI, and so should have stayed. I think you saying short. What are you saying? What you saying? Because you came back and said not good enough. Sorry. I lost my account today. Trying long. Saving up BISI, yeah. Yes, a weekly BISI, but it was so dialed on the lower time frame, forgot about. Oh, so you had a weekly BISI marked out, but you saying you were so dialed in on a lower time frame. So you okay. All right, so you had a week. Let's go to the 1 week. All right, so you had, which weekly BISI did you have marked out? All right. The 27th, did you have 427 marked out? Did you have 427 marked out? 413, that's the discount. All right. Anyway, let's talk about this here. So the weekly PD rays we was watching, we had 427. Where's my fib? Did I delete that? Did I delete my fib? That's my sell side. Don't tell me I deleted my fib, y'all. All right, that's my monthly. That's my monthly fib. That's the prior week low we had. That's the week that's above us. I think I deleted my fib. A BISI and a SIBI, a BISI is a bullish fair value gap, and a SIBI is a bearish fair value gap. It's just a way, I just like to say BISI and SIBI because it lets me know what type of fair value gap it is, right? BISI stands for buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, right? That let me know it's a bullish fair value gap. And SIBI stands for sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and that lets me know it's a bearish fair value gap. These are the names that Michael gave it, and instead of just saying, you know, bullish fair value gap, bearish fair value gap, just saying BISI and SIBI just rolls off the tongue more easily, right? I must have deleted. Y'all remember this morning when I was marking it out? I was like, let's name these fibs. Because I was going through, I was like, let's name these fibs. And I named the fib. I guess I deleted it. Oh, well. I'll go back and draw it on again. But because I guess I deleted it because my daily, because I had a daily fib and everything. Because I was about to show that. But anyway, if y'all remember, are you familiar with ICT? Yes. Oh, that's print. You asking the question. I'm sorry. Here, learn to share. Let me get out your business. All right. Let's go here. Right. I'm gonna have to redo this. Right. I'm gonna have to redo this because I deleted the stuff. Okay. So we had a weekly BISI right here. Right. Put that in the 8th grade, right? That's the weekly BISI that we had right there. All right. All right. Bullish fair value gap week. Right. And that was from 427. I can't believe I deleted those. All right. Weekly BISI. All right, let's go to the daily time frame. Right, down on our daily time frame. What do we talk about today? When we started back over, because I think somebody asked about, can we combine these daily fair value gaps right here? I do remember saying this. Somebody asked, can we combine? And I was like, yes, we can combine these daily fair value gaps right here. And I said, but since, right, we have come down, we had come back up to our weekly upside target, right, which should send us down, right, back below the lows. What did I say? We should be focusing on what? I used to trade options, but I stopped trading options, focusing mainly. When I first started, I was only trading options. I was using just all kind of random stuff to trade options. Then I started using the ICT concepts to only trade options. And then when we got into very difficult market conditions in like 2023, 2022, 2023, we got into like super difficult market conditions. And then I want to say it was either 2023 or 2024 January. I just went straight futures. No more options at all. I'm listening. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I said this morning when I said what we should be focusing on.
Order block.
Very good. This bullish order block right here. Right? Y'all give it up for C-Wall. Y'all know I don't mark out my order blocks, right? But I like to know where they are, right? That's the bullish order block that I said we need to be focusing on, right? Because we had went back up to our weekly upside target, right? And so we hit our weekly upside target, and we was looking for it to go down and engage sell side liquidity. It hit the primary weekly sell side liquidity that I was focusing on, right? And within less than a day, by Tuesday morning, before Tuesday morning 9:30, it hadn't hit the weekly sell side liquidity that I was worried about, right? Then, so since we had hit that, we said, let's start over. We went back to the, I'm getting to you. Who asked this question? Don, right? I'm getting there. Ain't nothing, just a simple answer, right? So, right, Then I said you need to be focused instead of combining all the imbalances together, right? Because we have disrespected all these imbalances in this buy side imbalance. This is what Michael calls a buy side imbalance. Don't confuse it with a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, right? A BISI is just one fair value gap, one buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. A buy side imbalance is just when price delivers only buy side delivery without retracing down and offering sell side delivery, right? So when you got a buy side imbalance, you're looking for that sell side delivery to come in the future, right? So once you start disrespecting, right, BISIs, right, that should send you higher, and you're in bearish order flow, right, you're anticipating all of these to be repriced. So since you're anticipating all of these to be repriced, where should the algorithm put on brakes, right? What's supposed to block price from continuing down? A bullish order block, right? So you should be focusing on this bullish order block. How will price react at this bullish order block, right? So we got a bullish order block right there. Me personally, I don't mark out my order blocks. I like to know where they are, right? So I will annotate the opening price of the bullish order block, right? Get off my screen, no, I'm going to leave it there get off my screen, bullish order block. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I'm just going to hide it for a second, right? Because there's more than one way to skin a cat. So I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm going to show you both ways. All right. So that's the bullish order block open. What do we have in confluence with that bullish order block that I do focus on, right? I said instead of combining all of the imbalances together to get one inefficiency, then we should focus on the very first buy side imbalance, right? I know I didn't delete this one. There you go. The very first buy side imbalance. That's the one we want to focus on. And why do we want to focus on that one? Why do we want to focus on that one? Why do we want to focus on that one?
It's the first one.
Okay. It is the first BISI that's created once we make this bullish order block displace the weight. That's the first one. He is importante, right? Because he is the first, or she is the first, however you want to, gender them, right? Then, since we have that imbalance marked out, what do we want to do with our imbalances in our wicks and our every kind of PD array that we put on the chart that we're looking at as an anticipatory reactionary point?
We want to fib them.
You want to fib them. Yes. That sounds a little freaky, so we're just going to say you want to grade them, right? So we don't want to fib them. We want to grade them. All right. So we want to grade them. All right. And now that we have graded the Fibonacci, right? Now we see we have a order block, bullish order block with a bullish fair value gap, like resting right here below the weekly sell side liquidity that we was initially targeting, right? Now, once you come in contact with this bullish order block, you have to allow for it to do its job. Now, this is a daily bullish order block, right? Remember, this black line is the opening price of that daily bullish order block, right? We got the fibs on the daily fair value gap, right? Who remembers what I said, right? Let's mark out this 15-minute SIBI that Dunn asked about right here, right? There's no space here, so that's where we anchoring it. All right, let's mark out this 15-minute SIBI that Dunn asked about. All right, we're not going to extend it. And Dunn, correct me if I'm wrong, you're asking that when we came back up here, why didn't price continue bearish there? That's what you asking? That's what I feel like I'm getting out of the question that you were saying. Is that what you asking? Done. Done going once. Done going twice. Yes, because there was bearish SMT. All right. And the bearish SMT was with what? The ES? Let's look at the ES. The bearish SMT was with the ES. Let's get our divergence chart. All right, let's go to 15-minute. Bearish SMT on what? The 15-minute? It was bearish SMT on the 15-minute. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, ES. You talk about on the 15-minute? Bearish SMT on the 15-minute. All right, so this is 10 o'clock. So if I come back up here, all right. So prior to 10 o'clock, all right, they both took these highs. All right, so prior to 10 o'clock, this is 10 o'clock. I'm going after 10 o'clock. Prior to 10 o'clock here, 8:45. All right, so yeah. So the ES took these highs and the NQ didn't. Is that the bearish SMT you talked about right there? Right here, where the ES, where we look at the NQ here, the NQ did not take that high right there, right? This is before 10 o'clock, right? And then if I come over here before 10 o'clock, right, we had come up above them highs, right, before 10 o'clock. Is that the SMT you talk about right there? Well, you saying you had your bearish SMT between them two? All right, so we go here. This is 10 o'clock here, right? And the ES is well above these highs, and then the NQ, right? This is like this high right there on the ES is this high way over here on the NQ, right? We're nowhere near that. I don't know. Done typing too slow for me. Done is typing too slow for me, so I'm just going to move on now. I'm on track with you. I understand what you're asking, and so we're going to move on. All right. So you said on NQ mark for 9:30, mark from 9:30 to 10:45, lower low on NQ, on ES higher high. All right. First of all, when you're talking about divergence, right? When you're talking about bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence is, right? Bearish divergence is when ES and NQ don't make the same high. Bullish divergence is when ES and NQ don't make the same low, right? Bearish divergence is not when it's not saying NQ made a lower low and ES made a higher high. That's not bearish divergence. That it's showing divergence, but that's not bearish divergence. Bearish divergence is when you come to, right, the relative highs, like this, like when I hover my cursor over there, this high, okay, I'm gonna mark it, right? So this high right here, this high, right, is the same relative high as this high, okay? Right? This high is that high, right? So when we look at this high here, it's this high, okay? So at this time right here at 8:45, right? 8:45, ES took out this high, right? ES made a higher high right there, right? ES made a higher high right here on that high there, which is, right, this high on the NQ, right? These are the relative highs on the NQ. At 8:45, NQ made a lower high. That's bearish divergence, right? That's bearish divergence. So at 8:45, ES took out this high from 3:30 p.m. and the NQ did not take out that high at 3:30 p.m. That's bearish divergence. All right. Bullish divergence right here at 9:45, right? At 9:45 here, right? You see here, ES, you see this low right here? This low here, ES, right? Took out that low. NQ, that sank this low right here. That's this low on the NQ, right? ES, it took out the low, but look at the degree of difference that it took out. So ES made a higher low than the NQ did. That's bullish divergence, right? It would be even, let's just say, even stronger bullish divergence if the ES didn't take out that low. For example, this low right here on the ES, right? It is this low exactly, but since we got a lower low there, that's the relative low, because this low here is that low, right? Then this low here is that low, but we just use this as the relative low, right? The ES never took out that low, right? The ES never took out that low on this 9:45 candle, right? So this 9:45 candle here, ES didn't take out that low, but on this 9:45 candle here, NQ took out that low. So that's bullish divergence. So at the time that you're talking about why didn't this SIBI work, we were having bullish divergence with the ES. All right. That's the first thing. That's the first thing that went wrong, because you're like, hey, it didn't do this. Help me figure out why. Right. So the first thing is we were having bullish divergence at an anticipatory reactionary point. Right. So this daily fair value gap right here, this daily order block right here on this 9:45 drop down into this daily PD array, right? We had bullish divergence with the ES, right? So we got bullish divergence at an anticipatory reactionary point, right? When we was doing the stream, right? When we were doing the live stream, I said, if you, Tim, the price running off, how can we trade this? We want to be able to trade. And I was telling you how to trade price, right? When it's running away, right? And I was telling you how to trade it in reference to the order blocks. And who can remember what I said when price got right here at consequent encroachment of this daily fair value gap before this green candle printed? What did I say when we hit that consequent encroachment of that daily fair value gap right there? I said that if I was in a trade, I would do what?
You would take your profits right
I
here.
would take my profits. Why would I take my profits? Why did I say?
It's an important level, and you should expect a reaction right there.
Y'all give it up for light skinned Deborah, because this is an important level. And you should expect a reaction there, because this is our higher time frame anticipatory reactionary point, without any knowledge that we was having bullish divergence with the ES right now. So if I would have been aware of the bullish divergence, right, I would have definitely said you should be taking profits, because we got bullish divergence at an anticipatory reactionary point, right? So You say, Tim, but look at this here. We went back lower than we went back lower, extending the sell program, and we went all the way down to that next octant below the consequent encroachment. We got all kind of bodies laid all below that consequent encroachment. I'm glad you said that, little Timmy Rogers, right? What time frame is this anticipatory reactionary point? Somebody talk to me. Talk fast. What time frame is this bullish fair value gap? Daily bullish fair value gap. This is a 1 minute time frame right here, right? This is a whole lot lower than that, right? So this daily time frame, the daily is which time frame? Our narrative, our structure, or our entry?
Narrative.
The daily is the narrative, right? The 5 minute is our entry, right? The 5 minute is our entry time frame. If you the 2-tier model, right? The 5 minute is our entry time frame. Remember this. Let me darken this up so we can see those lines, right? I'm going to darken this up so we can see those lines. I'm going to turn that.
I'm sorry, what is the structure again?
The second time frame down. So whatever your higher time frame is, you go 2 time frames down, that's your structure. You go 2 time frames down from your structure, that's your entry. So if you're looking at our time frames up here on the top left, right? If your higher time frame is, I like to use the monthly as my higher time frame. So if your higher time frame is the monthly, you go 2 time frames down, that's your structure time frame, which is the daily. You go 2 time frames down, that's 1 hour, that's your entry time frame or lower. 1 hour or lower is your entry time frame is that one, and then anything under that, you're fine tuning your entry, right? If your daily time frame is your narrative time frame, you go 2 time frames down. Your structure time frame is your 1 hour. You go 2 times frame down. Your entry time frame is the 5 minute. Anything under 5 minute, you're fine tuning your entry. Okay, so we got our daily time frame, right? Which is our narrative time frame. And this is our daily anticipatory reactionary point, right? Price is trading down we're inside our daily thing, right? So we're looking at our structure. Whoa! What happened on our structure time frame? Can anybody tell me what's going on with the buys of these candles at our structure time frame? Did we lay a body below consequent encroachment of our daily fair value gap on our structure time frame? No, we did not. So when you see this 9 o'clock candle come down, and we was looking at it after 9:30, and we traded into this right here, and I'm like, oh, this is an anticipatory reactionary point. You should take your money and run. When 9 o'clock closed, we did not lay a body below that consequent encroachment. Right? So as your hourly or structure time frame comes into the spot where you're anticipating something to happen, right? What do? We go down to, so when we hit this, when Tim said, hey, that's an important level, I would be taking my profits if I was you at that moment in time right there, right? You should be looking at your entry time frame. Why? Because now I have hit my anticipatory reactionary point. In this case, we're looking at that consequent encroachment, right? Because at 9:30, we just started dumping, right? So we hit it right here at 9:45. Boom! Hit it, right? So once we hit it at 9:45, right? Our entry time frame is, now we're watching our entry time frame. So on our entry time frame, right? Price, we hit it, pull back up. Right, we trade up here, right? It's 950, right? Trade back down, make a low, trade back up, relative equal highs, don't take it out, trade back down, make a low, right? We take out this low right here at this at consequent encroachment. I was having brain cramp, right? At y'all can see the lines, right? At consequent encroachment, we take that out, make a low, and then what do we form at that? Oh, no, never mind. Anyway, at that level, right? We form a SIBI at that consequent encroachment, right? Anytime we grade a PD array, right, we anticipate the algorithm to create important PD arrays at these bus stops. I don't care if you grade a PD array, you grade a Dillon range. I don't care what you grade. You're anticipating important PD arrays to form at these bus stops, right? So we form a SIBI right at this consequent encroachment. After taking that out, right? We trade back up and we close above that SIBI right there. Trade up, close above that SIBI right there. Price drops down into that SIBI, right? Trades up, creates a down close candle. As it's creating this down close candle, what is it doing? It's trading above the opening price of these 3 down close candles, which are the deepest down close candles that takes out liquidity at this anticipatory reactionary point at this key octant level, right? And then offers that price. This is now our change in the state of delivery. Our change in the state of delivery is resting right there at this key octant level, right? So once we offer that change in state of delivery, we come down, create a down close candle. Right now that we got our change in the state of delivery, we got a type of change in state of delivery with a inversion fair value gap. Down close candles should act as support, right? Right. We trade back down into the change in the state of delivery, right? Into that octant. We continue up. We're respecting bullish order flow right now at a anticipatory reactionary point, and we now know that we had bullish divergence with the ES, right? The ES was showing strength, right, at an anticipatory reactionary point, right? So at a point we're anticipating the NQ to possibly shift to bullish order flow, the ES has bullish divergence. All right, now as we come up, here we are, we're coming up into the 15-minute fair value gap that Dunn asked about from the beginning. 15-minute fair value gap that Dunn asked about from the beginning. So we know here that's our consequent encroachment of that 15-minute bearish fair value gap. We are respecting bullish order flow right now, right? This fair value gap job is to send us below this low right here, right? Its job is to send us below this low. If price is bearish, we should go below that low, right? But we're at a daily bullish fair value gap. We're starting to respect bullish order flow, right? If we find 10 o'clock, right, we come here at 10 o'clock. That's the 10 o'clock candle. We can see that our 9 o'clock candle closed right at maybe one tick below consequent encroachment. So our structure time frame did not lay a body across this consequent encroachment, right? Even though it's a lower time frame than our daily, right? We want to see how do we close on the daily in comparison to that consequent encroachment, but our structure time frame is respecting the consequent encroachment, right? Our entry time frame, right, has switched to bullish order flow. So since our entry time frame has switched to bullish order flow, right, this is consequent encroachment of that SIBI that should send us down if we were still in bearish order flow, right? If we were still in bearish order flow, I know it's a lot of lines, y'all. I'm sorry. I jalapize, right? That right there, what I just pointed out there, that right there is equilibrium of this price leg that dropped down. And this is our premium PD array, that bearish PD array there, right? That's equilibrium right there. So as we trade up above equilibrium and trade into that bearish PD array, right? You see that we wick above consequent encroachment. We come up into an inversion fair value gap and we reject off right there, right? We're respecting bullish order flow at a daily PD array with bullish divergence, right? If price is respecting bullish divergence, right, we should not go back down below this low. If price is respecting the bullish order flow, we should not go back down below this order block, right? Because we're here, right? And this is the last order block that we made. This is our complete order block, but this propulsion block, we should not go back down below this propulsion block. We should not go back down this order block right here. And whenever we have a order block with a wick, where do we want to see sensitivity? In the wick, right? So we're watching our wick on our order block, right? That's the first thing we're watching. All right, we're watching our wick on our order block here, right? We're watching our propulsion block, and then we're watching our order block. As price pulled back down, right, into this BIGSPIDER here, right? We came down, we closed below the BIGSPIDER, all right? Came down, closed below the BIGSPIDER. As we traded down here, right, price was unable to get to consequent encroachment of the wick on the bullish order block, right? Is that bullish or bearish? That's bullish, unable to get there, right? And rallied back up. All right. So on your entry time frame, right, if you understand that price was respecting bullish order flow, right, as it retraced back down here, right, you would have been getting long off of this fair value gap. Even though we traded up into this 15-minute SIBI, you're respecting bullish order flow off of a daily PD array, which should send you back up here, right? Why should price send you back up there? All right, we didn't mark this out this time, but this right here was our pre-market high, right? That was our pre-market high right there, right? That was our pre-market high. Is that, yes, that's our pre-market high, which is also, right, part of some relative equal highs, right? And we initially opened up and immediately took out our pre-market low. We took out our pre-market low immediately, right? So that's our pre-market low. So as we talk about, we have established a range. That's our pre-market range right there. We open up, right? No, this is the pre-market low right here. That's our pre-market low right there. Here, our pre-market low right there, right? So we immediately engage our pre-market low, go to our anticipatory reactionary point. So now that we're respecting bullish order flow, right, that should send us back above the pre-market high, right? Because we took out the low, hit a higher time frame PD array, changing the state delivery. Now we should deliver back to the opposite side of that range. All right. If you say this is too much of a risk for me to take on this 5-minute time frame, right? Once we come down and you see that it respects consequent encroachment of this wick, right? And we come back up and offer the opening price of this down close candle right there, right? What did we now do? This right here is now a bullish order block. So if price drops back down into this bullish order block, you could be buying that opening price right there. Right? You could be buying that there. Why? Because in bullish order flow, down close candles should act as bullish order blocks. You can buy there, right? And you're targeting your pre-market highs. That's your entry time frame. Now, if you want to fine tune it, right? I'm gonna chop some of this off so I ain't got to be sitting up here trying to rewind so far. Hold on. I don't want to be trying to rewind so far. I mean, jump around. So I'm going to rewind and take some of this off there. Now, if you want to refine your entry time frame, your entry, right? Now, this is a 1 minute chart, right? Remember, we came down, right? In there, right? Here we go. We drop down, right? We take out the lows. Everything's still the same, right? We come back up. In this case here, right? We get our change in the state of delivery here on the 1 minute time frame, right? We get our change in state of delivery there when we offer that opening price right here on this 1030 candle, right? We offer that opening price right here on this 1030 candle that give us our change in the state of delivery, right? We rally up, right? Create bullish fair value gap. We trade back down into the bullish order block, right? Coming down into that candle there with a bullish order block. Technically, you can look at this right here as a bullish breaker also, right? You got a bullish breaker right there, right? Here, drop back down into it, right? Trade into our bullish order block, trade into our bullish fair value gap. Where is all of this setting up at? On this octant level right there. That's what make these PD arrays important. They are laying over or touching these bus stops. That's what make them important, right? They're late. Notice here, this down close candle is touching that bus stop. What is that down close candle doing? It's supporting price, right? This bullish fair value gap, this bullish order block, this bullish breaker, this bullish order block, they're touching this octant level. What are they doing? They're supporting price right there. Price, look at the bodies of these candles, right? Let me blow it up big so you can see it, because a whole lot of people don't think there's a such thing as an algorithm, right? Right? The bodies of the candles, right? They're respecting that octant level, right? What are they trading into? All of these PD arrays that's created on these levels here, right? Then we come up again, right? This, remember, that's the consequent encroachment of that wick. That's for a high time frame. But, right, what are we forming on that consequent encroachment, right? Remember, you can grade this wick also. That consequent encroachment is what? A bus stop, right? Where is that bullish order block and that bullish fair value gap forming? It's touching that bus stop of that wick. What does price do? Drop back down into that bullish fair value gap, into that bullish order block, and it continues up. So you got multiple ways to trade off of the refined dealing range to continue higher, right? And if you understand that, okay, we've gotten bullish divergence at a daily bullish PD array that's designed to send us back up, right? I can anticipate at a minimum coming back to the opposite side of my, pre-market dealing range, because here's the high, here's the low, relative equal highs, daily PD array, respecting bullish order flow. So now I'm going against a daily PD array, trying to sell a 15-minute PD array, coming against a daily bullish PD array, right? So I'm trying to fade a higher time PD array at a spot where price should be going back up, because it's inside a daily bullish order block. The bullish order block is designed to push price back up, right? So all of those little nuances, right? Now I just said it based off the daily consequent encroachment, but we've looked at all the other confluences that was also there. Daily bullish fair value gap, consequent encroachment, daily order block, bullish divergence with the ES, respecting bullish order flow. These are all the signatures that was missed if you was trying to short at this 15-minute bearish PD array.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Y'all do me a favor, hit a like for the algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. And I think that's all I got. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do two more giveaways and we're gonna get out of here. Y'all go ahead and fill out the sheet and we gonna do it. Hi, sorry, but what do you mean by structured time frame? All right, structured time frame, that's just something that I say, right? I like to do the 2 time frame methods. The reason why I like to do the 2 time frame methods is because if you drop 2 time frames in price, the market maker models start to develop very nicely, right? And my current time frames are the daily, the hour, and the 5-minute and lower, right? So looking at this stuff. All right, so looking at price, this is a daily chart, right? It's a daily chart, right? So you see here, we can see that price went up and it came back down, right? Made like that little A shape, that little hill, that little mountain, right? If we drop 2 time frames down from a daily and go to an hourly time frame, right? And we look at that same range, right? Now we can see all these little market maker buy and sell models that played out during that time. We got a whole lot more definition, right, of this large market maker sell model, but we can see all these other little market maker sell and buy models in there. Then if we drop down to a 5-minute time frame, which is 2 time frames down from that, right? I can't even squeeze it up enough to look at that. But if we just look at like this one side of the transactions, right, we can see all these little, right, market maker buy and sell models playing out through price, right? So that's why I like to do it in 2 time frames. But when you got your narrative time frame, right, which is your highest time frame you're using, that's your narrative time frame, right? No, we ain't doing tacos and boats. We're not doing tacos and boats. Shout out Jason. That's my homeboy. I ain't got no beef with Jason, but we ain't doing tacos and boats. All we do is we just trade real order flow around here, right? We just trade real order flow. We ain't making a run for the border. Who remember when Taco Bell used to say make a run for the border? Who remember that? All right, so this is our narrative time frame. All right. So when you got your narrative time frame, you want to have your PD arrays picked out on your narrative time frame. That's your highest time frame. And these are your anticipatory reactionary points, right? So any time frame can have an anticipatory reactionary point, but that anticipatory reactionary point is for the time frames below it. All right. So we know that we was talking about this order block right here, right? And inside that order block, we had this bullish fair value gap right there. So that is our anticipatory reactionary point, right? That bullish fair value gap. Okay. When your structure time frame, right? When your structure time frame comes in contact with your anticipatory reactionary point, right? What's your structure time frame? This is the time frame that you're looking at market structure on, right? You're looking at market structure on this. What is the market structure? What is the order flow? Are we in bullish or bearish order flow on my structure time frame, right? You also want to know, are we in bullish or bearish order flow on my narrative time frame, right? You want to know, are we in premium or discount on my narrative time frame? Are we in premium or discount on my structure time frame, right? So Now that we know we're in a discount, we're in a sale program, we're in bearish order flow sale program on my structure time frame, right? My narrative time frame, right? Overall, we are in bullish order flow, but right now, short term, we're in bearish order flow, right? We've come back down to a discount PD array on my narrative time frame, right? So we've hit a discount PD array and anticipatory reactionary point. So I'm looking for price to possibly react back up on this, right? So when my structure time frame, 2 time frames down, the one where I'm looking at my market structure, right? I got a bearish break in market structure there, right? I'm continuing down, continuing the order flow. Now I've hit my higher time frame anticipatory reactionary point. As soon as my structure time frame hits this, now I want to go to my entry time frame, right? And 2 time frames down from an hourly would be a 5-minute, right? So now this is when you start looking for your entry model, right? So now based off of order flow, right? We're in bearish order flow as price is coming down. Now you don't stop watching the other time frames. You're still watching the other time frames. Like I said, when this right here is a daily PD array, right? So anytime a hourly candle closes, I want to see how is this hourly candle closing in respect to this daily PD array. I want to see how that hourly candle is closing in respect to any hourly PD arrays that I have marked out, right? If I marked out any hourly PD arrays, how is it closing in respect to that hourly? Are we respecting consequent encroachment or not, right? Are we respecting bullish order flow or bearish order flow? So that's what the narrative time frame is, the structure time frame, and then the entry time frame. You're not on your entry time frame looking for your entry model until your structure time frame has come in contact with your anticipatory reactionary point. And the reason why you're dropping to your entry time frame is because once that structure time frame get there, right? If that was your entry time frame, you would just go long as soon as you touch it right here. Like you would just go long there, right? And your stop will be whatever your stop had to be based off that hourly time frame. But since you're getting a more fine-tuned entry with a lower time frame, once it gets here, you're not just going long. Now you're looking for this structure time frame to give you your entry model, right? Whatever your entry model is. Do you trade inversion fair value gaps? Do you trade bullish order blocks? Do you trade breakers? Do whatever you trade. Like if you trade inversion fair value gaps, right? And you're on your entry time frame, it didn't come back to that inversion fair value gap, right? No, it did. This candle dropped down into it. So you could have got picked up there. If you're the type that just trade inversion soon as they're made, soon as that candle closed, you get long on the inversion fair value gap, right? Whatever you trade, if you trade order blocks, as soon as we offer that opening price and price touches that, you get long off that order block, right? If you trade fair value gaps, right? As soon as we create that fair value gap, you get long off that fair value gap, right? You're looking for your entry model on your entry time frame. But narrative, that's your higher time frame where you're getting your PD arrays where you anticipate price to be doing something. You're looking at those first SIBIs, those first BIGSPIDERs. You're looking at those order blocks. You're looking at those breakers. You're looking at those wicks, that higher time frame. Yeah, if you want to call it a point of no return, like whatever you want to call it, right? Where you expect price to do something based off of current order flow. All right. That's off what you marking on your narrative time frame. You ain't just marking every BIGSPIDER and SIBI that's out there. You're only marking the ones that should confirm or invalidate the current order flow. Right. So when you're on your daily time frame, right? What y'all would never see me do, this is what I used to do when I first started. You would see I would have this fair value gap marked out. I would have you know, that fair value gap. I will have that fair value gap. I will have that fair value gap. I will have this order block. I will have everything in the world marked out. That ain't what you want to do, right? You only want to mark out the PD arrays that's going to support or invalidate what the order flow is, right? That's all you want to mark out. All right, that's all you want to mark out. And when we did our pre-market analysis today, right, the only thing we had marked out was liquidity that we had traded into. We had this bullish fair value gap here marked out, graded, right? We had a monthly fair value gap that was graded, but we hit it. We had a weekly fair value gap that was graded, but we hit it, right? The daily fair value gap was the only one that we were showing, didn't even mark out the order block, right? But we talked about it, right? And then once you get down to your lower time frames, you only want to mark out important PD arrays, right? So, for example, the this SIBI that Dunn was asking about, right? Since we're coming down into this anticipatory reactionary point, we would have this marked out, right? But why would we have that marked out, right? Somebody gang, tell me why we will be marking this out. Looking at order flow, right? This SIBI right here, okay? Why would we mark that out? And since we coming into a higher time frame bullish PD array, what would be the reason? What will we be anticipating this fair value gap to do or to be?
Being inversion.
Being invert, and why is that? What makes it a candidate to be an inversion?
It's the first one created that took the low.
Exactly, right? So I'll give it up for Deborah, right? And this piece of price action right here, when we drop this displacement down here, right? This is the first SIBI that was created in this move, taken out low, and it went into our anticipatory reactionary point. So at this point here, when we mark out that, right, that bearish fair value gap coming off of this, we're anticipating it to be used as an inversion fair value gap. So if you're anticipating it to be used as an inversion fair value gap, when you're trading back up into it, right? When you're trading back up into it on your lower time frames, you're not trying to sell off of it, right? You're anticipating price pushing through it because you understand I've come down to my daily, some people call them point of interest. You know what I'm saying? I call them anticipatory reactionary points. You could just say my discount PD array. I've come to my daily discount PD array, and so now I'm anticipating it to push price higher. Right? All right. So, you only want to mark out stuff for very specific reasons. Okay? Very specific. You don't want to have everything on your chart. You don't want to have every PD array on your chart, right? So, for example, over here, looking at price over here, right? So looking at price over here on this side, right? We have 1, 2, 3 fair value gaps, right? If I was marking up my chart for trading, which one of these fair value gaps would I mark out? 1, 2, or 3? Which one of these I would mark out if I'm marking up my charts?
1.
1. Why? What's up?
It's the first one.
Oh, the headphones? Oh, yeah. The cord should be in the closet. Say that again.
It's the first one on the run up.
Yes, this is the first one created, right, on the run up, right? The first one created on the run up, all right? So we come here and do this right here. Put that in the 8th grade, right? Matter of fact, let's just, it's the 8th grade is so many lines, so I'm going to put it in the 4th grade, all right? Put it in the 4th grade, right? Move this out of the way for a second. That first BISI that was created, what is it touching? What is it laying on top of? Let me make it big so y'all can see it now.
Lower quadrant.
There you go. It's laying on that lower quadrant, right? It's laying on that lower quadrant. Let me use one color and brighten these up, right? All right, so it's laying on that lower quadrant, right? So this is our high, this is our low. That's our current dealing range, right? The algorithm understands that. This is an algorithmic thing. It understands that, right? So when it was coming down, right? What did it create right there in the middle, right? What did it create? Right, it created a fair value gap right in the middle, right? Right, created a fair value gap right in the middle. Where does your measuring gap fall in any run, right? Your measuring gap typically falls right in the middle of where price is going to stop, right? Whatever it's attacking, right? It can be sell side liquidity. It could be a PD array down there, right? You ain't got to believe me. Go back and look through price, right? When you look at that run, I don't care how large that run is, right? When you look at that run, right, there's going to be a fair value gap right there at that middle between that highest high and lowest low when it ran into that anticipatory reactionary point, right? Boom, fair value gap right there in the middle, right? Your measuring gap, Michael call a measuring gap, that fair value gap that lands in the middle of the range, right? The measuring gap where you can run the fib, anchor it to there, and it can show you how far price is going to reach down, right? Yeah, right? So when it was coming back up, what did it form? It formed a bullish fair value gap right there on that lower quadrant, right? Now we come up here and we take out that high, and then we do the do around up here above that upper quadrant, right? And then after 6 o'clock, we drop all the way down into almost a deep discount. Anything below 50% is a discount. Anything below the lower quadrant is a deep discount. We drop all the way down almost to a deep discount, but we just stop for some unknown reason. It's not unknown. If we blow the chart up right here, right? If we blow the chart up right here, and if we look right over here, right? That wick there and that wick there don't share any price. And if you make this into, y'all, I'm doing this right here in front of y'all. I'm not making this up, right? If I put that there and I brighten up that consequent encroachment, right? Price came down just below consequent encroachment of the first BISI that was touching this bus stop, and price rallied all the way back up above that high, and that just so happened to be resting inside of that higher time frame PD array. All right, remember that higher time frame PD array we was talking about right there. All right, high time frame PD array coming back in. Right, remember this morning we dropped down into it. Right, that consequent encroachment, we rallied up, right? So if you're looking at a 15-minute time frame, this is your drop down, right? This is your bullish break in market structure. This is your retracement back down into that first BISI, and that you're trading back up to your low-hanging fruit.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
But we want stuff to happen when we want it to happen. We want it to happen during our session. But this setup, right, from pre-market at 8:30, and it didn't come to fruition until 7 p.m., the 7 p.m. candle in the next Asian session. So it's set up in New York pre-market, right? Dude got a bullish break in market structure during New York morning. Dude all through New York afternoon, right? Because what does price typically do when it makes a big move? Consolidates, right? So we had consolidation, we had expansion, we had reversal, we had retracement, and now delivery.
Let him cook!
All right, man. I don't use volume because I just use the price action. I just read the price action based off of order flow. And I don't mean order flow like volume 2 and all everything that I'm talking about right here. This is the only thing I use, right? Plus, I bought these tools like this. This is a magical Fibonacci tool. I bought this off of Amazon. It's got special powers for me only. This is a magical rectangle box, right? It's got very special powers, and the market just seems to respect them. Like when I draw them in the morning or on the weekend, when the price trades to them, it just seemed to respect my. But they told me that when I was buying it off Amazon, they said the market is going to respect this stuff, and I didn't believe it, but I'm seeing it every day. All right, and if you believe that, I got some oceanfront property that I like to sell you in Antarctica. Okay. I said I was gonna do 2 more giveaways, but somebody got me talking about something, so now I'm going to give somebody else a is there anybody in the gang in here right now who has not won a Apex account? Is there anybody who has not won an Apex account? And if you have not won and you just want one, you have not won and you just want one. Everybody in the gang won, or don't nobody want one?
I want one if you're giving them away. Yes.
Juices and Bear said he trying to get a refund on the MACD. Juices and Bear. E-Rock ain't won one. E-Rock, you getting one. All right. E-Rock getting one. I do pre-market analysis. I do a public pre-market analysis on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Public pre-market analysis is on Tuesday. I do the other pre-market analysis with the gang on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday pre-market analysis with the gang. Tuesday pre-market analysis public. Wednesday pre-market analysis and tape reading with the gang. Thursday I'm off, and then Friday pre-market analysis with the gang. And then every first and third Sunday at 7 p.m. we do study hall. We've gone back to the beginning. We're going back to the basics now. We were just sprinting and wasn't doing no more learning. Now no spider left behind. No spider left behind. No spider left behind. So we're going back to the beginning. All right. How long did it take you to get good in live market with ICT analysis and trading? I'm still learning. I still don't think I'm good. I'm profitable. I make money, but I still can't do the things that I see Michael do. So I'm still learning. I cannot do the things I see this man do. So I see this man doing things. I be like, what in the world made him do that? I promise you. But so, yes, we started the we already had week 2. We ain't did much, Marco. Only thing we did was open, high, low, close, and swing points. That's all we did. So we right at the beginning. Right. So you ain't missed much. But they in the replay the playlist. If you go back to the playlist, just go to the last 2 study halls. And what we doing, we usually going back through the material. You know how I do it now. I play the video the old video we already recorded, and then I just add new commentary if it's something that need to be explained better, if it's something that I understand more, if something that Michael added to, if it's something that, I just didn't do a good job explaining it. We go through it like that. Then I answer questions if anybody got questions, but we going back to the basics, back to study hall. E-Rock. Wait a minute. Did I give E-Rock a count already? Huh? Do you trade off one chart? Do you base your entries on several different charts? What you mean? I ain't give you now, E-Rock. E-Rock. Do I don't have your email address. E-Rock, send me your email address on Discord. DM me your email address on Discord, E-Rock. What you mean several different time frames? Okay, the way I trade, right? I mark everything on TradingView. Okay, I mark everything on TradingView, right? And I have it sitting here, like, so everything will be marked up, like I can see everything. Just say this, all I got marked up there, right? And then I have my NinjaTrader open. I use NinjaTrader desktop, right? And we're just gonna use this and pretend like it's we're just gonna use this right here and pretend like this is my NinjaTrader window, right? So I have my what's the name sitting there, and then I have my NinjaTrader here, right? But it'll be on a 1 minute chart, right? So and my NinjaTrader, look, it'll be just like, except I got a black background on my NinjaTrader. So here's my 15 minute, right? This is my 15 minute time frame here, or 1 minute, whatever I'm watching on the time. Like I'm going through, I'll be shifting through time frames over here, right? And then I got a few windows over here where I can see all the time frames at one time. So I got two windows over here. One is a 15 minute, one is a 5 minute, right? And then I have this window here, and I'm shifting in between 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. I'm constantly shifting this one. And this is my trading window, and it stays on 1 minute. So when it dropped down, to say if I wanted to, just say if I want to buy off this fair value gap right there, right? I want to buy off that fair value gap there, and I need to be on the same, what's the name, right? So we're gonna come here, right? I need to be on this. That's a different layout, right? So I want to trade as soon as I see this drop down there. I wouldn't have any PD arrays over there though. But as soon as it dropped down into this right here, right? I'm just buying on NinjaTrader, right? I'm just marketing in, buy market, right there. As soon as it drop into the PD array, buy market, boom. So I buy market, and then, you know what I'm saying? Once it's coming up, right? And I have my target up here, and I'm watching it, right? And it just says if we get above this high right here, then I'll drag my stop loss up to lock in some profit, because I typically trade on accounts that have like intraday trail and drawdown. If I happen to be trading on an account that got end of day trail and drawdown, I'm a little bit more relaxed with my stop. I don't drag it as aggressive if I don't have intraday trail and drawdown. But I don't know if that's what you're asking, but that's how I trade. E-Rock, did you DM me your email address? No, you did not. E-Rock don't want a free account, y'all. All right. Let me see. I see some names in here that I don't know. Let me see if y'all on the sheet. These names in here that I don't, the ones that's here the first time, is y'all name on the sheet? Is y'all name on the sheet? Let me see here. I got see these names that I don't know. Oh, E-Rock, you on the sheet. Don't worry about it. I got you. You on the sheet. I didn't know you was on the sheet. All right, E-Rock, your code has been sent to you. All right. Let me see here. Gang, gang. Y'all get out of here. Gang, gang, y'all been winning like crazy. So I'm just fun to pick out the people that's not in the gang, gang. Let me see here. Y'all been winning like crazy. All right. Y'all been winning like crazy. Y'all been getting spoiled. Y'all been getting spoiled with the winning and the winning and the winning and the winning. With the winning and the winning and the winning and the winning. All right. Get out of here, Yolanda. Juices and berries. You ain't in the gang, but you been winning. Get out of here. Prentice, Cassandra. Get out of here, Cassandra. Elliot, Yazzie, Rhonda, bye. Kim, bye. J-Rock, bye. Dan, bye. E-Rock, I just gave you one, bye. Dreamer, you been winning like crazy too. You in the gang, bye. But you been winning too much, Dreamer. All right. Okay. Saida. Hey, did the Saida win the other day? Was that Saida that won the other day? Do I need to kick Saida out too? I can't remember. Was that Saida? Somebody help me remember. Was that Saida that won the other day? Somebody give me a drum roll. Don't be all bitter because I done kick y'all out. Is there going to be one name on the wheel? Yep. It's going to be one name on the wheel. Hold on. Z, how many times has OZ won? How many times has OZ won? Let me look and see, because y'all ain't going to tell me the truth. Let me check my email to see if OZ won. What's OZ? What's OZ email address? OZ. All right. Let's see if OZ won. Let me do a find. Find. Let me see if OZ won. See this. Copy. Copy. OZ won one time. All right, OZ won one time. All right, I'll leave you on there, OZ. OZ won one time. I'll leave you on there. Right, because you only won one time. All right? Y'all ready? Drum roll, please. Somebody give me a drum roll. Ain't nobody in the gang gonna give me a drum roll? Y'all got your lips tight?
Bum, dum, 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 bum, bum.
Round and round you go. Where would it stop? No, but it landed on Z. And it landed on Z. It landed on Z. All right, Z. That's crazy. That's crazy. It landed on Z. All right, so Z. Here we go, Z. Let me say this here. Get out of here. Compose to Z. It landed on Z. Hey, y'all. You can't make this stuff up. All right. OZ. 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 All right. Okay, then. All right, OZ. Your code has been delivered to you. Hey, man, hopefully y'all got something out of this. It's all fun and dandy for us to do Freebie Friday. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's all fun, right? But my main thing is making sure that everybody understand how to read this order flow, right? Order flow and price delivery, that's all you need to be able to trade these charts. If you can understand, that's why I created the magical Fibonacci tool, right? Link in the description below. Because if you understand the ICT concepts and you understand how to anchor that Fibonacci tool properly in different scenarios, it will take your trading to another level. You can just see tonight, right? For those who this your first time tapping in, you can see tonight where the algorithm was creating PD arrays at very specific places, a very specific price points at very specific times of the day, right? And if you understand how to utilize these tools, you can anticipate when the algorithm will form these PD arrays and where. That's what Michael means when he says, I can tell you where my PD arrays will form. This is what he's talking about. The same thing we looked at tonight, right? So I don't care if you don't like Michael. I don't care if you don't believe in the ICT concepts. If you take the time to figure out how these concepts work, it will take your trading to another level. And if you don't like the fact that I won't trade live in front of you, right? Y'all already know how I feel. Hey, man. If this was your first time tuning in, thank you. Please hit like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. And then tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tap in, man. Freebie Friday. Every Friday at 6 p.m. East Standard Time. Today, I was in a good mood. And so we did Freebie Friday on a Tuesday. Pull up. If you don't come back no other day but Friday just because you want to get a chance to get a free account, it's all good because hopefully you learn something while you're here, man. Until the next time I decide to get on. Yes, tomorrow at 9 a.m. I just seen said tomorrow at 9 a.m. Yes. Yeah, I say the same close out every day, Cassandra. Stop talking out in class. Stop talking out of class. Right? Until the next time I decide to get on Algo's internet to share my thoughts on this thing that we call price action. It's your boy, Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That just mean Big Spider if you don't hablo Espanol. Yo, man, y'all be safe out here in these trading streets now. I'm gone.